we meet again. This is for English, SPM, and we are discussing the trial paper, that is paper 1. The code is 1119/1. This is a trial paper from Johor and the year is 2020. So let's look at the question. COVID-19 has not yet receded. Recovery Movement Control Order or RMCO is extended until 31st December 2020. Various attempts should be done to raise people's health awareness in combating the pandemic. As a responsible citizen, write a letter to the District Health Department regarding people's lack of health awareness and provide suggestions to curb this issue. Use the notes given below to write your letter. So these are remember that it is a letter of health awareness, lack of health awareness, and then you have to give suggestions to curb the issue. It is on COVID-19. And then it is a letter to District Health Department. So the contents, issues. C1, do not wash hands frequently. C2, wet tissues and handkerchiefs are not used. C3, littered face mask. C4, no domestic thermometer. C5, personal hygiene. And then C6, your own idea. Suggestions or measures. Health awareness campaign through live streaming. Provide hand sanitizer at crowded places. Prepare toothpicks to press leave buttons and ring bus bell. Schedule public sanitization. Free COVID-19 rapid test and own idea. When writing the letter, you must lay out your letter correctly, address, salutation, title, and closing. Use all the notes given. Give your own idea when needed. Remember, your letter is to the District Health Department and express issues and provide suggestions and measures. So here, format 1 will be the addresses of the sender and then the recipient. And then we have format 2, salutation, and the last format is the closure. Now that these are the contents, remember that we have C1 to C12. So again, issues, do not wash hands frequently. C1, C2, wet tissues and handkerchief are not used. C3, littered mask. C4, no domestic thermometer. C5, personal hygiene. C6, own idea or issue. Measures. C7, health awareness campaign through live streaming. C8, provide hand sanitizer at crowded places. C9, prepare toothpicks to press leave buttons and ring bus bell. C10, schedule public sanitization. C11, free COVID-19 rapid test. And C12, own idea, suggestion or measures. Here we have the format. Remember that you have to write the address of sender. Example, 10 Jalan Panglima, Taman Panglima Utama, 70100 Seremban, Negeri Sembilan, followed by the post. So who are you writing the letter to? So the director, and address of recipient, District Health Department, Jalan Lekiu, 70100 Seremban, Negeri Sembilan. Then we have the date, 7 January 2021. So remember, for the date, you have to spell the month in uppercase or capital letters. And then we have the salutation, dear sir, followed by the title, people's lack of health awareness in combating COVID-19. And then your introduction. And then you have your contents. You can write the contents in a few paragraphs. We have content 1 to content 12. And then lastly, the closure. And then don't forget to sign off by writing yours faithfully or sincerely. And then your signature and the name of the sender. Let's start the writing process. So first of all, remember to write your address of sender, followed by the post, the director, and then the address, District Health Department. And then don't forget the date. Then we have the salutation, dear sir, and the title, people's lack of health awareness in combating COVID-19. And then let's look at the introduction. Remember, introduction, you have to write what and who, where you have to write the purpose and also introduce yourself. Examples, As a responsible citizen, I'm writing this letter to complain regarding lack of health awareness about issues related to COVID-19. Or you can write, I'm Jenny Lim. I wish to complain about some problems related to lack of health awareness among the public in combating the pandemic COVID-19. The third example, I, a citizen of the state of Negeri Sembilan, am writing this letter to highlight some issues about the lack of health awareness about COVID-19. And the fourth example, I'm writing to complain regarding some issues about COVID-19 and citizens' lack of awareness in combating this pandemic. And the last one, I wish to highlight some issues related to lack of health awareness among the people of this country about COVID-19. For paragraph 2, we are writing the issues. So there are 3 issues. C1, do not wash hands frequently. C2, wet tissues and handkerchiefs are not used. And C3, littered masks. There are 2 examples here. As COVID-19 has not receded, Recovery Control Order RMCO is extended until 31st December 2020. Various attempts should be done to raise people's health awareness in combating the pandemic. There are various issues among the public. First, many people do not wash their hands frequently, especially after using public washrooms. Then, wet tissues and handkerchiefs are also not used. Not many people carry these 2 items with them. Those who use masks often throw the mask everywhere. The littered masks are also source of health contamination. So let's look at the second example. There are many issues amongst the public as they do not put into practice the measures given through the mass media. First, many people do not wash their hands frequently. Washing hands can keep you healthy and prevent the spread of respiratory and diarrhea infections from one person to the next. The second issue is wet tissues and handkerchiefs are not used. These items can trap germs and prevent them from escaping. Although people do wear face masks, they tend to litter the masks everywhere. Disposing of used masks incorrectly could risk spreading the infections they are designed to protect against. Next, let's look at paragraph 3. So there are 3 content points here. C4, no domestic thermometer. C5, personal hygiene. And C6, own ID or issue. In addition, households seldom make domestic thermometers available, so they are not able to check body temperature of those who are sick. Personal hygiene is not being prioritized as many of them take things for granted. Personal hygiene includes washing your hands, often with soap and water before and after eating and after going to the toilet. Using alcohol-based hand sanitizers when you can't, use soap and water and avoid touching your eyes, nose and mouth. Furthermore, people with cold or flu-like symptoms seldom do not seek advice and get tested for COVID-19. They should get tested even if their symptoms are mild. This is another example for paragraph 3. Your home medicine cabinet should always include a good thermometer. This is especially true during the COVID-19 pandemic, as fever is one of the first signs of coronavirus infection. If you think you have been exposed to the virus, keeping track of your temperature can help prevent the spread of COVID-19 in your home and outside. The earlier you know if you have fever or any other COVID-19 symptoms, the quicker you can isolate yourself from others and contact your doctor. Personal hygiene is the best weapon in any fight between human and contagious disease. For example, people need to wash hands frequently with soap and water or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. The third issue is lack of social distancing. Social distancing is exactly what it sounds like, keeping your distance from other people. The number of people in any given location is important, but density is even more important. People in crowded areas seldom stay at least 6 feet away from others. For paragraph 4, remember that we are writing suggestions or measures. So C7, health awareness campaign through live streaming. C8, provide hand sanitizer at crowded places. And C9, prepare toothpicks to press, lift buttons and ring bus bell. So let's look at the 2 sample answers here. I propose some measures that could improve health awareness amongst the citizens of this country. First, health awareness campaigns could be organized through live streaming sessions on various platforms like YouTube or Facebook. Next, hand sanitizer should be provided at crowded places like shopping malls, shopping centers, malls, and markets. The sanitizers can be placed near the entrance of these buildings. Furthermore, the management of all buildings that have lifts should prepare toothpicks to press lift buttons and maybe for public transportation too, like trains and buses. Toothpick can be used to ring bus bell. And then second example, I would like to suggest some measures to combat the problems that I have written earlier. Health awareness campaign should be done through live streaming on television or other platforms like Facebook and YouTube. Then the government or managements of companies should provide hand sanitizers at crowded places like malls, banks, or offices. There should also be other safety tools like preparing face masks and toothpicks for pressing lift buttons or ringing bus bells. Now for paragraph 5. C10 scheduled public sanitization, C11 free COVID-19 rapid test, and C12 own idea or suggestion or measure. Okay, moreover, scheduled public sanitization should be conducted by the municipal council. Weekly sanitization is the best option and the public can be reminded about this schedule in the mass media. In addition, COVID-19 rapid test should be free for senior citizens and those in the low-income group. As the coronavirus spreads, so too has false and malicious content, putting many governments in an uphill battle to connect people with the truth they need. Government leaders must take action to combat misinformation and provide the facts. They need to communicate about coronavirus quickly, accurately, and effectively, such as elevating the voices of public health authorities as much as possible. In time of crisis, effective communication is more important than ever. Not only is tone important to reduce panic and keep people safe, but consider the most effective one-to-one methods for outreach. When social media is swirling with misinformation, it is time to rely on more direct communications, such as email and text messaging, to cut through the viral noise. Now we are doing paragraph 6. So suggestions. C8 lodge a serious complaint to the municipal. C9 provide face masks to the students and make it compulsory to wear it at all time at school. So let's look at this example. Next, those who flaunt the safety rules must be reported. The public can lodge a serious complaint to the municipal council. Irresponsible people who do not wear masks or those who hold gatherings must be punished. The government should also provide face masks for the students and make it compulsory to wear it all the time at school. This is because we know that people infected with the virus are most contagious during the 72 hours before they develop symptoms. In addition, a significant number of other individuals who are infected with the virus remain asymptomatic but able to infect others. By blocking a significant amount of respiratory secretions, your mask protects others and their masks protect you. For the last paragraph, which is the closure, you can write your prompt attention to the above matters is greatly appreciated. Or you can write, we would be grateful if you could take immediate action to rectify the problems. You can say, I hope you would take necessary actions to solve the problems about health awareness among the public. And then, I trust that you will take the necessary action to ensure that the problems could be solved. The last example, I urge the health authorities to take immediate action on the matters mentioned. So prompt here will be to something that can be done without delay or immediate. And then rectify is to correct something or make something right. The last part of the format will be, in the letter you have to, first of all, sign off. You can write yours faithfully or sincerely, then your signature followed by the name of the sender. Dear pupils, do consider these recommendations when you are preparing for your examination. So number 1, read the instructions or the rubric carefully before answering the question. Be sure of the format and the task. Underline the keywords or tasks that is required to be performed so that you do not forget to complete the task as you write the essay. Use all the content points given in the rubric. Tick the content points you have used to ensure that all the content points are in. Use appropriate tone. Be aware of the audience, whether it is addressed to the principal, the teachers or students, or other people so that you know whether you need to be formal or informal in your approach. For good students, try to use sophisticated structures and precise vocabulary. For average students, do not write long sentences because the tendency to make mistakes is higher. Then, to improve your spelling, try to use the dictionary more often. And then do not take punctuation lightly. Punctuation errors can be serious errors and can cause ambiguity. Ambiguity means you are not precise in the meaning that you're trying to write or convey. And then remember, read widely to improve general knowledge and also your vocabulary. Thank you for watching this video. Just now we did a discussion for directed writing, and it was a trial paper from Johor. So hopefully you will benefit from this video, and then best of luck for your SPM examination. Do remember to subscribe to my channel. It is called Educator OmniTube. Signing off, I'm Madam Gan. Bye bye.